It is amazing how every time I try and record, some neighbor is cutting grass or weed eating or something. So I really hope that the background noise cancellation on this microphone is working. You might hear a bit of a buzz in the background. I do apologize for that. But if I don't record now, I probably won't get one out today. And so here we are. Hopefully the noise is quiet. And today, my body is so sore. I've really gotten back into exercise. I've run, I think, 3 times in the last 6 or 7 days, and I've gone to gym. I've done quite a bit of upper body. So today is a day off, and everything is feeling like it got worked. Yesterday, I went for a run, and my hip is a little bit tight. I do suffer on my right hip with a bit of tightness. Sometimes it goes towards like it feels injured. I think it's the way I run. So anyway, I'm letting that all rest today. But I woke up with a raging hunger. And that for me is part of the problem with running is I do get hungry. But I so enjoy my running that it is what it is. Who cares? Who cares if I overeat a little bit? You know, that endorphin rush that I get from a good run. And especially yesterday where my running speed picked up ever so slightly and it just felt so good. I'm only on planet Earth for who knows how much longer. So I want to enjoy the things that I enjoy. And I don't want to worry anymore about if I eat a little bit more the next day and my weight goes up by another kg or whatever. Who cares? Who cares? And again, today, I ask you, how are you? You know, sometimes we get very busy, and I was thinking this morning, I haven't just checked in truly with myself for about a week. I mean, I do, but I don't really journal anymore because, like I've said before, it does feel weird when you're sitting next to your partner in the bed, like journaling, and it's like you're all private. So if I do it when he's at work, or it doesn't feel the same as when I was single and I needed the space to vent and journal. I guess I don't know, but today I just wanted to check in, like, how am I? How am I really? And I'm good, but I am feeling physically tired. So I knew today was time to take a day off. I'm feeling, to be very honest, I realized that I'm still feeling a little bit lost since my art contract, my work that I've done for the last 20 years, since that has come to an end. It was such a part of who I was. It was my identity that, to be honest, I'm still a little bit like, not reeling, but reeling from the, oh, who am I? And now trying to really own this new identity as a YouTuber, which I am, especially now that I've been paid by YouTube. It really feels very official, which is nice. It is nice. Like I've said before, it's not enough to live off yet, but it's given me a purpose. It's given me the validation. It's funny how humans are so weird, especially adults. The minute you get paid for something, it feels legit. When you are still like, if you're a struggling artist, a struggling actor, whatever, let's say you write poems, poetry, but you don't make money off it, you kind of feel like you don't want to call yourself a poet, or you can't call yourself an actress yet until you act and get paid. You know what I mean? So I feel, yeah, I feel legitimized by the fact that I'm getting paid by YouTube. I do realize I'm still finding my feet, strangely enough. I've been on the platform for a while, but because there's so many directions one could take on YouTube, and YouTube is ever evolving, it it does it it takes you a while to find your feet. Let's put it that way. And I am finding my feet. I am finding a rhythm. I'm more and more finding my voice, which is wonderful. And so I invite you to check in today with yourself. How are you? How are you doing? Just tune into yourself. I found that very helpful, even though it was only like 5 or 10 minutes. Just, oh yeah, I need to just check in with myself. How am I doing? And I'm fine. But I am missing my son because he's away at his dad, and I'm glad they've got the time together. It's wonderful, but at the same time, I miss him. I miss him. I do. I miss the little guy. So there's that void that is starting to. The longer he's there, the more it's like, okay, I'd like to see him again. um, so it's tough sharing parenting. When your child has to be with the other parent, it is tough. It's not something I would wish upon anyone to co-parent. I mean, obviously, the ideal is to both parents and children in one house, happy, great. But it's not possible for all of us. And I'm sure many of you out there are in the same position where you are co parenting. Maybe you got divorced, maybe you never married the um, mother or father of your child, whatever the case is. And so the child has to shuttle back and forth, which I must say, I look at all these children packing their bags and going off to the other parent, then packing their bags and going back to the other parent. I did it. I did it. My parents got divorced when I was 3. And not to make any of my parents feel guilty, but it's not nice. It really wasn't nice. So it was really the last thing that I wanted for my son, but it is what it is. And I suppose it must have taught me something, given me something. I don't know what the value is, but yeah, I don't know. It is what it is, but it's not something I would wish upon any child. If I could go back in my own life, I would have obviously rather had one home, both parents, but I would have wanted both parents to be in love. I could tell from young my parents would never have suited each other in a marriage, so I can understand why they split. It truly makes sense to me, and so from that point of view, I'm glad. And I think most children are wise enough to get it. So I think, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what I think. I'm just honest here with you that, well, I do know what I think. A happy divorce or a amicable divorce situation is way better than a miserable together situation. But the ideal, we all know what the ideal is a family unit that stays together. But oh well, we can't all have that. And that's okay. It's given me compassion for my son and what he's going through. And I understand what other children are going through. And yeah, it's the state of the world we live in nowadays. There are more and more single parent, sort of just co parenting with another parent households. And then, like the Swedish, what's it, series that we are watching, Bonus Family, you get bonus families where, people match up and they've got kids from previous relationships. And that's also the state of the world that we live in nowadays. And so we all need to have a little bit of compassion and understanding for one another. And yeah, there we go. So checking in on myself there, I do realize I'm missing my boy. That was the point to that. And I realized I need a day of no exercise and I need a day of, so I'm going to go and get a pedicure purely because I have some voucher left. And with running, the skin on my feet gets a bit like hammered and dry, and it really does need a nice bit of a scrub and a pedicure. So that's always a nice treat for me. And so I encourage you, if you're able to, once in a blue moon, take yourself for a treat. Something like that. It could be a massage, it could be a pedicure, even if it's once every 6 months, once a year, whatever you can afford. Do something for yourself at home, whatever it is. Block out a day and take that time guilt free. Take it, because I can guarantee you, you give and you give and you give so much of yourself. I know you do, because we all do. And then just to go back to the Catrice mascara that I was talking about yesterday, you ladies, I'm wearing it again today and it's really lovely. Not, like I said, not super volumizing, but the good thing is it doesn't clump. So some of these volumizing mascaras, they tend to be very clumpy and sticky and make your eyelashes stick together. And then you've got to like try and comb them to separate them. This at least doesn't do that. And it's a personal preference. I would personally prefer more open, wispy, separated eyelashes. So I like it. It's a new find, and when you have a new find, it's always wonderful. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. I think I shall. Yeah. And hope you have a beautiful day. See you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye.